New episode. That's Candace Owens versus a whole lot of people. I guess that's the show name. The show name is Candace Owens versus damn near everybody. Let's get it.
Yo. Mo 3 times. That's me. That is me. That is I is him. What's good, gang? What's good? Yo, welcome to Talking Shit, Getting Clicks. I am your host, Mo 3 times. Even before we start and get it in, let me remind you guys, let me remind you to please click that like, subscribe, hit the alerts. So, when I'm on, we can get at it. All right, so honestly, today, guys, you saw the show title, and it's Candace Owens, and look what we got in here. We got Balenciaga, Kim Kardashian, that's Northwest. We got some crazy-looking teddy bears. We got a child holding a creepy little BDSM teddy bear, and then we got the Supreme Court. What does this all have to do with what I'm talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, regard me. Be patient. Be patient with me. I'm going to take you there, and I'm going to give you information that none of these other potters have. Because I dig deep for you. And so like I said, I'm gonna have to go back and revert to myself and let you know that Candace Owens is actually on one. Now, guys, if you know me, and I hope you know me by now with these couple of episodes that we have done so far. If not, check them old ones out. But if you know me, you know me and Candace Owens are like lamb and tuna fish. You know what I mean? Oil and water. We do not get along at all. From the things that I've seen from her, I do really disagree with a lot of her politics. However, in this instance, I gotta throw Candace up there because she knocked this shit out the park in what she's saying and in her commentary. And listen, we are talking about saving these babies. That's right. You see these little babies over here? Candace Owens is coming for Balenciaga. Oh my God, she's coming for the Supreme Court. She's coming for everybody in this, straight up. And I'm with her on this because you know what? It doesn't matter if we disagree about 99% of things. That 1% of things that we're going to agree about, I'm going to back her wholeheartedly. And I have her back on this. If you want to hear the commentary, she did about an 8-minute video and we are going to break that shit down like Eddie Kane Jr.
Break down.
That's right. She broke it down, ladies and gentlemen. And let's go ahead. Let's go and hear her. Let's hear her.
Okay, it has been a while since I have done a live. It is just so obvious that there is a pedophile ring in Hollywood. And it is obvious in the fact that anybody who speaks out about it gets kicked out of Hollywood. And it is about to become even more obvious because we now have a blatant act of pedophilia that has taken place. You're going to see that a lot of celebrities who like to use their platforms to condemn everything that sounds like hate speech, right, are going to be quiet. Let me give you an update in case you are not aware of what has happened with Balenciaga. Now, you may know Balenciaga. It's a huge brand. Kim Kardashian is one of the faces of it. In fact, if you go to her profile right now, she has dripped herself in their new campaign. Balenciaga and Adidas are teaming up. They want nothing to do with Ye. Neither does she. Perfect brands for all of them to unite and to sell some products. Who cares? Whatever. Ye has in the past talked about the fact that he thinks that his children are being sexualized in Hollywood. He thinks that it's wrong that his 9-year-old daughter is allowed to be on TikTok and have millions of followers, knowing that there's perverts on the internet. Whatever. You know that everyone calls him crazy for saying that, talking about the overt sexualization that is taking place and the child exploitation that is taking place in Hollywood. They keep telling you that he is crazy, okay? Kim has basically allowed this narrative to go on. He has alleged that he has bipolar disorder, he doesn't know what he's talking about, he's lying, that it's fine for her daughter to be on Instagram. We also know that Kim K herself has engaged in pornography to buy herself access into Hollywood. Her and her mother colluded and had made a sex tape. So we know that she is compromised as it is. But whatever, the relationship fell apart, who cares? The whole world wants to cancel Ye, who cares? I decided I want to stand by him as a friend because I know that he is talking about important things like child exploitation in Hollywood, and we do need to have a conversation about that. So here is what happened with Balenciaga. Balenciaga recently released their ad for their next campaign, okay? In the ad, they have very young children. You can go to their website and they probably have already taken it down. I will share that stuff on my platform as much as I can during my stories. They have very young children that are looking up with innocent eyes and they're holding teddy bears, Balenciaga teddy bears that are draped in BDSM. The teddy bears are wearing BDSM leather products, okay? And the kids are holding them looking very innocent, obviously trying to almost look like children that are in captivity. It's very weird, it's very bizarre, but you might be thinking, oh, what's wrong is the people that are even thinking that. Who cares if a child is holding a bear and the bear is doing a little BDSM? Wait for this, okay? Then they shot another photo from the campaign, and the same exact campaign, and there is a Balenciaga purse, and under the purse, there's a lot of papers. When you zoom in, the papers, what you will see is it is a Supreme Court decision. The Supreme Court decision was Ashcroft versus the Freedom of Speech Coalition, the Freedom Coalition for Speech, right? That was a decision that the Supreme Court struck down certain aspects of virtual child pornography, okay? So essentially, they are putting these papers that was the Supreme Court decision to strike down certain laws pertaining to virtual child pornography under the purse. So there was no confusion where they stand. They are happy that the Supreme Court decided to get rid of virtual child pornography laws, which now allows them to have these children that are holding these bears that are in BDSM poses. I am so disgusted. I can't even, I am angry. I want to be shrieking. Like I said, I'm trying to stay calm in this. We have been talking about what is so obviously happening, which is child grooming in our society. People that are talking about children's genitals, trying to pretend that it's love to get them to change their genders. It's obviously what I have said for years. It's going to usher in pedophilia. You now have Balenciaga, one of the loudest brands in the world, biggest brands in the world, loudest brands in the world, with a fleet of A-list celebrities, okay, that stand behind them. This is the same Balenciaga that just dropped Ye for being anti-Semitic, okay? And they are now putting on display child pornography. Now, because Tucker Carlson did a segment on this and drummed up a response to this, they have now issued a statement saying that they should have never featured the children in the campaign. That's it. We should have never featured the children. Forget the fact that we have papers celebrating child pornography under the purses, but we got caught, so oopsie, we're sorry. Now, here's what I know to be true. Kim Kardashian, girl, I just know you are going to find that same energy that you found, that you and your sister Chloe found, to write a tweet against your husband, condemning anti-Semitism and all of its forms, that copy and pasted rhetoric that you meant nothing when you even pasted it. But I know that since you found that energy to condemn that anti-Semitism, that you are going to find that same energy, that same exact effing energy to stand up and to condemn Balenciaga. Because, girl, we know that you are desperate for fame. You sold your own body for it. We know that all you ever wanted in your life was to be invited to Balenciaga parties and to be invited to places that Anna Wintour are. But we know that at the same time, you are going to find a little bit of whatever soul you have left to take a strong stance against child pornography and pedophilia, to take a powerful stance by saying that you will no longer rep this brand. It's that easy. A tweet will suffice. In fact, let me help with the language. I condemn child pornography and all of its forms, and I will no longer associate myself with Balenciaga, which just tried to pull the wool over society's eyes by essentially saying that they are happy that laws were struck down against the Child Pornography Prevention Act, because that's what Ashcroft's decision was. The Child Pornography Prevention Act removed parts of the guts of that law, the Prevention Act, which prevented virtual child pornography. So I know you are just looking for the right words, and that your silence and your recent posts dripped in that exact same campaign is really you just sitting back trying to find the effing right words to say that you will have nothing to do with this brand. Because otherwise, Kimmy girl, if you don't find that same effing energy that you found for Ye, the father of your children, to condemn him, to support your friends, I think you said, I stand with my friends in the Jewish community. Why don't we try a tweet that says, I stand with children all over the world that are being sex trafficked?
Whoa! Strong ass words. strong ass words from Candace Owens. She went at Hollywood and pedophilia. She went at Balenciaga, obviously. Then she went at Kim. She went at the hypocrisy of Kim speaking out about Kanye's words about the Jewish community. And then, oh man, the fact that Kim and a lot of these celebrities are being silent about Balenciaga and what appears to be a ushering in of child pedophilia, trying to normalize children in sexualized scenarios. What the fuck? Why are these kids holding bears that are dressed up as sex slaves? Why? They're just babies. They're just babies. That's right. Candace Owens versus Balenciaga, Kim Kardashian, BDSM teddy bears, and the Supreme Court. And on Real Rumble, Young Woman Rumble, she is not on no bullshit at all. She's on no bullshit at all. We're gonna break it down.
Break down!
Let's do it. All right. First of all, let's talk about the celebrities who are endorsed by and endorse Balenciaga, right? Cardi B and Offset attended the Spring-Summer 2022 Balenciaga show during Paris Fashion Week, and the star couple were both dressed head to toe in a luxury brand, and that was in early October 2021. Next up is Bella Hadid and her Balenciaga Adidas collab. Oh yeah, Adidas dropped Kanye, but Kanye's you heard what Candace said. Look, that's Bella Hadid. She's always out front for social issues. We hope that she's out front for this social issue of helping the babies. Next up, we got, yeah, that's right, and this is Christine Quinn. That's right, this is Christine Quinn from Selling Sunset, and she walked in the 51st. That's right, the 51st couture collection, right? Selling Sunset, I hope she has something to say to help the babies. Next up, we got Dua Lipa. She also walked in that show. I hope she has something to say in defense of the babies. Who's up next? That's right, Nicole Kidman also walked in the show for Paris Fashion Week. Look at Nicole Kidman, classy, beautiful, and I hope her beautiful, classy ass has something to say in defense of the babies. Who else do we got? Oh shit, not Kris Jenner. Oh, look at Kris Jenner as she puts edge on cape gown with pointy shoes for Balenciaga. I hope she takes one of those pointy shoes and puts it up Balenciaga's ass in defense of the kids. Who else we got? I know we got more. Who else we got? Oh, that's Kris Jenner's little girl, Kim. You know Kim. Remember Lil' Kim? The one that made the sex tape with Ray J? Well, I hope she puts her also pointy booted foot up Balenciaga's ass and uses the crime tape to keep the civilians at bay while the police investigate her murder of people that are trying to hurt the babies. Oh yeah, that's Kim, guys. That's Kim. But you know what? I got one more. For you. And well, check it out. Oh no, not Northwest. Yeah, head to toe Balenciaga, ready to sit front row with her moms and Anna Wintour. I hope Northwest uses the chain that's attached from her nose to her neck to choke and strangle anybody trying to hurt the babies. But damn, Northwest. So this is what we got here, guys. Let's go back to the show title page. Ladies and gentlemen, hidden in plain sight, I have the culprit of all of this effing nonsense. Can you see right between the little girl holding the BDSM purple bear and Northwest is a picture of a man with his eyes covered. This is the person who shot the controversial Balenciaga ad. Seriously, guys. The other shows aren't going to tell you this. This is why you're talking shit, getting clicks with the boy mode 3 times. This is exactly why we are talking shit, getting clicks with moi, yours truly. Because I do the digging. I do the digging. I do it. I do the digging for you, the Y-O-U. You know what? Let's find a guy who actually set all of this up. Balenciaga had to pull the campaign and apologize for the backlash. And this is the guy who did the photo shoot. His name is Gabriel Galimberti. Check it out. There are items stacked before the model. I'm not gonna lie, those Balenciaga shoes, man, they are tight. So you also see the bear, the BDSM bear in the bottom left-hand corner. Looks like a little badminton racket is sitting on top of it. And he looks like to be a boy that he's about 5 years old, because this guy has been hiding things inside of his art. And it has been known that a lot of nasty, perverted things can get hidden in photographs and animation, even in books and movies, all media. There's a lot of media with a lot of sexual deviancy embedded in it. Now, to be frank with you, Galimberti is an award-winning photojournalist. He did a display called the Ameriguns. As you can see, his patented, he stacks things before the models and then poses the models. And you can just see some of this campaign. Let's check it out, guys. I know this isn't a live show, but we'll do it kind of live where I'm clicking around on shit just for the YOU. So this is his Ameriguns campaign. Some of the things he got going on here. Here's a couple. Yeah, as you can see, the model is usually a centerpiece and they are surrounded by whatever the artist is using as a medium. In this case, you see the guns. And I mean, honestly, this is pretty cool. I love guns, but this is pretty cool. And it just shows, when I said in the last episode that, there's more guns than actual people in America, this is what we're talking about. So not everybody has a gun, but a lot of people that do own guns own more than one gun. I gotta show you something else that he did. You see, that's just a little bit of the Ameriguns. If you want to check it out, it's on GabrielGalimberti.com. I'm not sure, after seeing the Balenciaga treatment, that you want to go fuck with him. But if you do, I'm not leaving a link. I'm not doing it. But check out another display that Gabriel put on. This display is simply called Toy Stories. And as you can see, instead of guns, it's toys. The subject, the model, is still the center point of his art. These children aren't looking like hostages, but you can tell these children are actually posed. And it seems like these children come from all over the world. And that is something that I learned in my criminal justice class. One of the subjects that we focused on in my criminal justice class and that we used as a project for the final was, we were talking about human trafficking. Human trafficking, not just human sex trafficking, but actual humans being put into slavery, just like it was the 18, 17, 1600s and beyond that. But one of the tactics that these human sex traffickers used was social media. They used Instagram, they used Facebook, they found and friended people who had kids, who would post a lot of pictures of their kids. So you guys may want to beware of posting your children online at all. So when Candace Owens says that Kanye has a problem with his children being on TikTok, and as you can see, I had no problem showing Northwest, displaying Northwest's face in this video because she is a celebrity. She's a celebrity. Northwest is a celebrity. But the tactics that these human traffickers use are Instagram, and they get to pick their victims, and they use Instagram and Facebook and social media as a catalog to find their victims. So this is the things that, you know, parents, loved ones, guardians should be aware of. And we're not talking about just for these little helpless children. We're talking about anybody. If they want a beautiful 28-year-old woman, they're going to find her. They're going to stalk her social media, figure out what she does. Oh, she gets Starbucks at 9:45 a.m. on Wednesdays. We're going to stay here. We're going to pull this van up. And as soon as she gets the Starbucks and walks out, we're going to push her in this van, hit her ass with a shot of fentanyl, have her doped up. We're going to put her in a 55-gallon barrel drum, poke some holes in it, leave a little bit of food in there, no bucket, because she's going to shit on herself inside this barrel. And then we're going to hit her with one more shot of fentanyl. And the next time she wakes up and she comes out of her little 55-gallon drum, she's going to be in the middle of the Pacific Atlantic Ocean, headed to her destination to serve as a fucking at the will of the person who purchased her. This is ongoing today. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot stress enough that millions of people go missing every year. And they're not murdered. They are human trafficked. So when I see images of children all around the world, this looks like a catalog, a super catalog. I don't want to go into the conspiracy theories and everything. We know how conspiracy theories can be hurtful to groups and everything. But man, this is, since we know these crimes against humanity go on, it is not outside of the normal scope of human brain to say that Gabriel Galimberti, seeing some of the work that he did with the Balenciaga campaign, we have to go back and look at his earlier work and say that, hey, literally these Toy Stories could just be a disguise and a fancy catalog for people who prey on children. Just straight the fuck up. That's my curse word. That's my curse word, Pops. It is so Flash. It's something Flash. It's something because, man, these babies.
It's just a baby.
We got to save these babies, guys. Give it up for saving the babies. All right, but you know what we're going to talk about? All right, so someone took a screenshot of the Balenciaga page, and it just shows a beautiful Balenciaga pocketbook, purse, satchel, whatever you want to call it, sitting on top of a messy desk, some paperwork. But when you zoom in, just like Candace directed us to do, when you zoom in, this is what you actually see. This is what Candace is referring to. And this is basically a page from a Supreme Court document talking about and discussing the Ashcroft versus Free Speech Coalition. Look it up. Ashcroft versus Free Speech Coalition, 535 U.S. 234. This is in 2002. Is a U.S. Supreme Court case which struck down 2 overboard provisions. Guys, this document right here is basically showing how that the overboard provisions of Child Pornography Prevention Act of 1996, because they abridged the freedom to engage in a substantial amount of lawful speech, The case was brought up against the government by the Free Speech Coalition, which is a California trade association for the adult entertainment industry, along with Bold Type Incorporated, which is a publisher of books advocating the nudist lifestyle. By striking down these two provisions, the court rejected an invitation to increase the amount of speech that would be categorically outside of the protection of the First Amendment. So ultimately, in Ashcroft versus the Free Speech Coalition, the Supreme Court struck down portions of the Federal Child Pornography Prevention Act. The Supreme Court struck down portions of the Federal Child Pornography Prevention Act of 1996 that banned virtual child pornography, which the justices said was neither obscene nor actual child pornography as defined by previous definitions. Right, guys? But we see the results of that decision. Why would a photographer put documents that are overturning the banning of virtual child pornography, and in that same photo shoot use children and stuffed animals that depict BDSM? One of the bears looks like a coked out, drugged out, fentanyled out prostitute with a big Balenciaga chain on and fishnet fucking bodysuit, guys. So one more time, let's look at the photographer. Here he is. This is the photographer that hid those documents inside of his art that used children and sexually suggestive stuffed animals. So Balenciaga did what any other company in the right mind would do. They apologized. Let's look at their apology. We sincerely apologize for any offense our holiday campaign may have caused. Our plush bear bags should not have been featured with children in this campaign. We have immediately removed the campaign from all platforms. We apologize for displaying unsettling documents in our campaign. We take this matter very seriously and are taking legal action against the parties responsible for creating the set and including unapproved items for our Spring 23 campaign photo shoot. We strongly condemn abuse of children in any form. We stand for children, safety, and well-being. Guys, that's what they had to say. So now we have to talk about whether Balenciaga knew. You know, we're not sure if Balenciaga knew this was going on, had actually ordered this, or told them, hey, I need you to do this. I need you to put this information out there. I need you to put this type of data out there, and I don't want it to come back to us. And if it comes back to us, we're going to disavow any knowledge of it happening, and we're going to let you fucking rot in jail. Matter of fact, we're going to sue you so it looks actually better. Could that be the... Yeah, it could definitely be that. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. I mean, because Gabrielle Galimberti, are you somebody that was trying to sell this, or did someone tell you to do this? He's an award-winning photojournalist. But, oh my God, guys. It's not looking good for him because guess what? This is his Toy Stories. It looks like 100 kids, 100 different kids. Posed out in these little scenarios. Man, that just doesn't sit right with me. You know, given the information that we got now updated, that does not sit right with me. It just doesn't. You guys got to check out those John Ashcroft laws. Look into this, because I'm pretty sure when the laws were taken down.
Break down.
Sure, there was some type of celebrity divorce or some type of incident that happened that made us all look away while this hand held the magic. They did magic on us, guys. And so I'm pretty sure when the Supreme Court made this decision It wasn't publicized because there was some other shit distracting us and going on. Shout outs to Candace Owens. I don't get to say that much about her, but it's a good catch. Like she said before, the reason why Balenciaga took it down is because Tucker Carlson caught wind of it and got the message out and spread the word. And enough people were upset about it that Balenciaga had to pull this ad. And yeah, we don't want pedophiles to have any type of rights around children. I'm sorry. I'm not fucking sorry, but they shouldn't have any fucking rights. Sorry for cursing, but they shouldn't. We're supposed to protect the children. That's right. We are a coalition. Yo, that's right. Hit like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I gave y'all the shooter. I provided y'all with the shooter. I provided y'all with the paperwork. I provided you with the evidence of hypocrisy in Hollywood. That's what I did. Our next show, we're going to go live, and this is going to be the one of the subjects that we can talk about. We usually go live Thursdays, 7:30 p.m. But just for the while, you guys, we're going to move it to Saturday. We're going to move it to Saturday for you guys just this week because it's the holiday season. Regard me. So when you're done eating all that turkey, all that food, and done shopping on your Black Friday and clicking on the internet and everything, come check us out on that Saturday. You know what I mean? Eat a couple leftovers, eat some leftovers, have yourself some wine, watch us talking shit, getting clicks. I am your host, Mo 3 times. And these are the me episodes of talking shit, getting clicks. Let the children sing, protect them babies. And you want to check us live? And we also have a call-in feature on our live shows. And that phone number is 313-825-5557. Hit your notification bells, hit subscribe, hit like, and share this so we can fuck up the algorithm. And lock this number in, because when we go live, man, I take all callers. We're going to talk about the subjects, whatever you want to talk about. You can always call in 313-825-5557 this Saturday, 7:30 p.m., talking shit, getting clicks. We're going to kick it with you. That's right. We are going to kick it with you. Just call in. Thank you for watching. It ain't over. This is just a portion. Let's get out of here. Let the children sing.